Welcome to Chronosphere Fiction. This is your host, Daniel French. Today on Whoa! Garbanzo, what is that?
I don't know, Chief. I suddenly had to make a throm change and we were thrown off course.
Darn, we shot past the Gafgarn Bubbleverse. In this current, it'll take us all day to come back around. Olive, what's our system status?
Life support and engine systems are perfect, but the upper starboard time flap has been shorn off.
Oh, I see, Garbanzo. You were adjusting the thrombulus when we were passing a galaxite.
Oh, sorry, Chief.
Not your fault, Bonzo. The gravitational pull of a galaxite can change in a microsecond. There's no way to predict it. Meanwhile, we've got to make an emergency landing, fix this time flap, and we can't steer.
Look, boss, straight ahead.
We're headed straight for a very small bubbleverse. I've never seen it before. Look, it's not even on the charts.
Gives us a place to make repairs, Chief. Lucky us.
Yeah, as long as it's not a bubbleverse of bloodthirsty vampires or something. Hang on, I'm getting a reading.
What's it say, Chief?
Fashion review? What kind of bubbleverse is fashion review? All right, well, hey, everybody out there, no Gafgarn today. Let's go check out what's waiting for us here.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our first episode of Fashion Review. I'm your host, Deborah Cristobal, and I'm going to be introducing our fashion panelists today. First of all, I'm going to introduce Irina Aquaskaya. Hello, darlings. Next is Marguerite Daisy Crimson. Hi, y'all. And last but not least is Lady Penelope Mauve. Hello, everyone. First, we wanted to discuss what everybody was wearing to this year's Met Gala Ball. And the theme this year was Heavenly Bodies, Fashion and the Catholic Imagination. So first of all, I want to find out what everybody's favorite outfit was, who was wearing it, and what was it that captured your imagination, and why was it that you liked that particular outfit. Let's start with you, Penelope. Well, darlings, I liked Amal Clooney's design. She was wearing that beautiful Richard Quinn creation, that silver bustier and navy trousers and floral train. It was just incredible. So chic. Well, I just think it was a little bit disgraceful that she was wearing pants to a Met Gala ball. I mean, no Southern woman worth her salt would be caught dead wearing pants to a formal occasion. I mean, it was beautiful and all and very striking and everything, but I just think I just can't go with it, you know? So that is my take on it. Okay, Daisy, that is worth noting. Now, who wore your favorite outfit of the night and why did you like it? Well, I really liked Katy Perry's outfit. She was wearing that Versace little sort of beaded gold mini dress with those gold boots, and she had angel wings. I just thought it was just fantastic. It was so pretty, y'all. Plus, it was a mini dress, so if there was dancing or maybe maybe she was going to go out and eat or something like that, well, she already had a mini dress on, so that made it, easier to move around and everything. Oh, darlings, I think that was just a bit over the top. I mean, it was beautiful and all, but don't you think it was a bit much? No, darlings, I thought it was just so cute. Those little angel wings, I mean, after all, it was a Catholic thing, and Catholics have angels and stuff, don't they? Well, yes, they do, but I just thought it could have been taken down just a slight bit. I just don't know. I guess there's always room for interpretation, you might say. Okay, well, Irina, What about you? Whose outfit did you like the best and who wore it? Darlings, Blake Lively, Versace. Her wine-colored dress with all that gold embroidery. Oh, it was to die for. It looked like a Fabergé egg with all the gorgeous ruching and the deep dark velvety color. It was so rich, so striking. It hugged her body. It fit like a glove. I think Versace just hit that right out of the park. It was just spectacular. And I hear it took many hours of hand stitching and hand beading to make the gown. It was just so incredible. I think it was one of the most outstanding dresses of the night. Wouldn't you agree? Well, I thought it was absolutely gorgeous, of course, but the color was so dark. You know, this is still springtime, and I just thought, couldn't they have used like a springtime color? Maybe thrown a little flower on it or something? It looked sort of Christmassy to me. Well, I thought it was just beautiful myself, and the work was just lovely. But, I agree with Penelope about the color. I think it was kind of dark. It did fit her fantastically, though. It was gorgeous. The cut of it, the neckline, the kind of the plain, just tank top sort of shell, and then the beautiful overskirt coming out to the side, and the train and everything. I mean, it was really a spectacular piece of art. But I just thought that the color and the all that gold and everything, it was a little bit heavy for my taste. Okay, ladies. Well, thank you so much for your honest opinions about that. Now, who did you think had the worst outfits of the night? Well, I thought Kylie Jenner's Alexander Wang, it was all black. The whole thing was black. That little bustier top and everything, and it looked like it was made out of, I don't know, spandex or latex or something like that. I mean, the outfit itself wasn't too bad, but I just thought, I didn't see anything having to do with the theme of the night, unless you might have been talking about, Down Below or something like that, but otherwise, it just didn't seem like it fit the occasion. Darling, what are you talking about? Black is classic. You can wear black to anything. I mean, what's the problem? It was gorgeous. Yes, it was gorgeous. It was beautifully made and everything like that. But it just looked like something, from the Matrix or something. It didn't seem to have like a Catholic kind of theme to it. So I'm just not so sure. I don't know. And again, it was pants. It was kind of like a jumpsuit, pantsuit kind of thing, which it's okay for the MTV Music Awards and everything, but I still think, it's a ball for gosh sakes. Can't a lady wear a ball gown or something? Even if it is a mini dress or something, but I still think it should be a dress. I guess that's just my Southern roots for you. Well, okay. What about you, Penelope? What outfit did you think was the worst of the night? Well, darlings, I hate to say so, but Frances McDormand was wearing that blue, sort of a baby blue sky. It was actually made by Mr. Valentino. It was a cape and a buttercup yellow dress, and it looked like some kind of maybe shantung silk or some kind of glowy silk. The fabric was gorgeous, darlings. That cape was absolutely stunning, as was the Philip Tracy hat with the feathers. It was just absolutely spectacular, but unfortunately, I don't think that the hat and the cape and the dress went together that much. Plus, I don't see how it tied into the theme at all because, feathers and silk and everything like that, I just don't see really how it tied in. Well, darlings, I agree. Now, that hat was to die for. That hat was absolutely gorgeous, and any woman in the South would love to wear that hat and be seen in it at the Kentucky Derby. I think that would have been just absolutely amazing. The one thing I will say about it is, could she have please put on a red lip, for gosh sake? Oh my gosh, her poor face was so pale. I just wanted to cry. I mean, no one in their right mind goes out the door without at least a little bit of lipstick. I mean, okay, if it wasn't going to be red, it could have been maybe hot pink or even a pale pink, just something, even a lip gloss. I mean, please. The woman didn't look like she had a stick of makeup on, and it just made me so sad. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love Frances McDormand. She's one of our most gifted and talented actresses all around. But please get a makeup artist to do something to your face, because you are a beautiful lady. Well, what about you, Irina? What were you thinking as far as all that goes? Well, darlings, I did like the cut of the outfit, but as they were saying, it just looked all together, the hat and the cape and the dress all together will kind of look like a big mishmash as far as I'm concerned. But the colors kind of remind me of those Italian fresco paintings that you see inside of churches, like Botticelli or Michelangelo, those kind of, they use those light, airy, heavenly colors. So that could have been what they were going for. I don't know. But that, I just give my 2 cents. I don't know, but that's just my best guess about it. But as far as who I think worst outfit for the night was, oh, good gosh, that entertainer Grimes, she was wearing some bustier outfit, black, which, I should love, but it had some kind of white stuff in the middle. And then on top of it all, she wears a Tesla choker. She's actually doing product placement for her boyfriend, Elon Musk, who reportedly designed this outfit. Oh, please. Good thing he's billionaire already, because he really needs to keep his day job, because this outfit was hot mess as far as I'm concerned. It just was so wrong in so many ways. It actually looked like sort of Black Swan ballerina meets punk rock or something like that. And, if they were going to some kind of punk rock rave or something, then, it could be okay. But for Met Gala, no, I just don't agree with it. Okay, Irina, thank you so much. And what about you ladies? What do you think about that outfit? Well, I think that's kind of a shameless plug to be having to do a commercial for your darn billionaire boyfriend. I mean, come on. And if he was going to design something, couldn't he have designed something that was, a little bit more feminine or something? Because it kind of looked, as Irina said, it looked kind of vampirish, as maybe like, what's that lady's name? Elvira. She looked kind of like Elvira's little sister, I think. And, what about you, Penelope? What did you think? Well, darlings, I just think it just didn't have the panache that I would have liked to have seen for the Met Ball. Even if things are over the top or so different and everything like that, you still want them to have some sort of pleasing design element so that you're happy to look at it when the person is wearing it. And she didn't look like she was really all too happy. And plus, that choker, it looked so heavy, and it looked like it could have been digging into her neck and everything. So I don't know. The whole thing made me sort of uncomfortable, if you ask me. Okay, ladies, again, I appreciate your honest opinions on that. Now, why don't we give some honorable mentions of the night of gowns that you felt were absolutely beautiful and, but of course we could only choose one for the best and the worst of the night. So, who did you like? Well, I really liked Gigi Hadid's Versace stained glass gown. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it was made out of, but those panels were all sort of like a mosaic and it looked like stained glass. And she just wears everything so well, and she just looked stunning. I just really liked that dress, and that was designed by Versace. Oh, yes. I thought that was very pretty. I really did like it also. I thought it was, well, of course, anything she wears, she always looks fantastic. Irina, what did you think? Darlings, it wasn't black, but for a gown that did have some pretty colors in it, they were very muted and very classy. I like. Kind of reminds me of those beautiful cathedrals that you see in Russia, where it makes me sort of homesick for my country when I see beautiful stained glass windows. Yes. Okay, well, what about Irina? Who is your honorable mention for the night? Well, darlings, I think that Rihanna in Hand-Beaded Margiela, that was very, very striking. I know it was definitely head-turner because she had total pearl-studded gown with Pope hat, and then she had some kind of belt, wide sort of belt in the middle and bustier dress. It was very, very head-turning, very striking. Looked kind of a little bit heavy, but the hand work on it with all the pearls and the studs, I thought it was very, very different, and it definitely was on theme for sure. A little bit heavy with the theme, with a Pope hat and everything, but very striking, I thought. Thank you, Irina. And what about you, Penelope? What did you think about Rihanna's hand-beaded Margiela outfit? Well, I thought it was striking also, and it looked wonderful on her, but being with all those hand-beaded pearls and everything, I did agree, it was a little bit heavy and probably not the most flattering thing she could have worn, but thank goodness they cut it short so you could see Rihanna's beautiful legs. So I thought that was a saving grace of that outfit. Okay, great. Who did you like as far as an honorable mention? Well, I really liked SZA. I'm not sure if I'm even saying her name right, but she was wearing a mauve Atelier Versace dress that it looked like it was made out of chiffon or netting or something like that. The bodice, the halter top was hand beaded, and then it had matching knee-high or over-the-knee boots, and it was absolutely stunning. I loved the color. The color was very fresh, and I thought it was very flattering. It was a beautiful fit on her. I just thought it was fantastic. I just thought it was beautiful. Well, thank you, ladies. And it looks like we couldn't even narrow it down. We had to include one more honorable mention. And this one was Cardi B's outfit, and it was designed by Moschino. What did you ladies think of that outfit? Well, of course, I loved it. That was just so beautiful. I mean, it looked like a Renaissance gown. It was ivory, and it had all this beading and embroidery. It had the real low-cut neckline, so it showed off her beautiful bust line. The skirt part was kind of shorter in the front, and then it had these beautiful side panels. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous, and it really did fit what the theme was, because it definitely looked kind of Renaissance-y and kind of churchy and stuff, and I thought that was really cool. Thank you, Daisy. And what about you, Penelope? Well, I thought it was very pretty. I thought the cut was gorgeous. The neckline, as Daisy mentioned, the fabric, it was looked like a silk satin. It had a sheen to it. And it was beautifully done, and it fit her like a glove. And those side panels were just gorgeous. You could see all the handwork that was done on it, and it was just fantastic. I really did like it. Okay, great. And what about you, Daisy? Well, I just loved it. I thought it was just so pretty. I really did. And it really did show off her figure and everything. It really did take advantage of a woman's curves and all. And I just thought they did a great job. Yeah, that's my take on it. Okay, ladies. Now, you all agreed that the most fashion-forward look of the night was Zendaya's suit of armor dress. That was also designed by Versace. Oh, yes. Now, I thought that was a little bit masculine, if I really have my say on it. But, as far as something really striking and different and something that really did hit the theme of the night, well, I did like it as far as that goes. I mean, I don't think I'd really want to wear it because it looked really uncomfortable, but it sure looked great on her. She really did look striking in it. And what about you, Penelope? I thought it was definitely a head-turner, and I thought that Zendaya looked gorgeous in it. She's young, she's fresh, she pushes the envelope, and, I thought she looked great. And what about you, Irina? Darlings, it was so different, and it did have sort of masculine look to it. And definitely would get people talking about it. So I think it was a very, very different and very striking. Zendaya was the right person to wear it because she has a lot of guts. She's not afraid to push envelope. And I thought it looked great on her. Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, ladies. Well, it looks like the clear winner of the evening as far as who turned in the most fantastic designs that you all seem to really love seemed to be Versace. Well, I'd like to thank each and every one of you ladies for your wonderful opinions, and thank you for joining us. Thanks, everyone, for listening to our first episode. This is Deborah Cristobal. We will see you the next time when we cover the royal wedding. See you next time.
Well, Garbanzo, look at you. Now you're a Chronosphere pilot and a mechanic.
Thanks, Chief. The Chronosphere is as good as new and we're in the spectral streams again.
Olive, how are systems functioning?
All systems are perfect, Chief.
In that case, Garbanzo, close that door so I can get the engine noise out of here.
You got it, Chief.
And now I'll let you know that Fashion Review was written and voice acted by Deborah Cristobal. Fashion Review will also be branching off into its own podcast. Remember to check out The List Game for a comedy improv podcast game. Hey, when you go out to a restaurant, do you tip the waitress? Go to a bar, tip the bartender, get a coffee, tip the barista? I got a better idea for you. Tip your podcasters. We're out here working hard, spending money on microphones and software and whatnot. Please go to patreon.com/chronosphere and help us out. Well, now that we've got smooth sailing, I'm going to sign off. Keep your cosmos clean.